Well, we've just released our new album, Wrath, and it's come out of the gates pretty hot. We're pretty excited about it. We debuted #2 on the Billboard chart, which was really exciting. It's our best debut ever, you know, commercially in terms of all that stuff. But really, what's most exciting is that I think particularly from a guitar perspective, we've actually managed to incorporate some elements into the songwriting that we've been hoping to do for a couple albums and finally figured out. We've included some really cool melodic pieces and clean guitars, and to blend in the Lamb of God without making things lighter, you know what I mean? And I think if we figured out how to do this melodic and acoustic intros and that kind of thing and still make things sound really, really dark and heavy. I was hoping that this would be a record where I stepped out just a little bit more as a lead player, and it's you know, something I've been working on over the years, you know, just trying to get better at that side of my playing. And there's some really cool solos on this record. There's, you know, a few that I'm really proud of. It's a very important tool, you know, and I've always felt like it's always been a place I have room for improvement, you know. So I was certainly working on trying to get faster, more accurate, and do things that were more musical and yet still, you know, a little more flashy on that end. Even more importantly, I was focused on, you know, trying to write solos that were musical, you know, that fit within the context of the song, and that added like a creative musical element. Heavy metal music is all about the live experience, I think. I mean, you can capture it and put it on record, but a band like us, you know, we can do our best to put it on record, and this record is probably our best attempt at that, to capture the essence of what we'd sound like when we play together. You know, we went for a much more raw, aggressive approach in the production techniques to try and capture that, but really it's all about the live experience. It's all about the volume and the riffs and everything kind of coming at you in that sort of visceral experience. And so you know, we realize that we just need to bring that to people as much as we possibly can, and that's what we do. You know, we make records and we go out and we hit the road, and this time's not going to be any different. I mean, I think we're planning on touring well into and probably to the end of 2010.